In this video, we're going to tell you how to save money when making $15 an hour. Now, this may seem like an impossible task, but once you are at the end of the video, you will understand that anyone can save money if they stick to the advice given in this video. Don't let your current income convince you that you cannot save. Here are the straightforward solutions and inventive tips that come together in this video to help you realize your future goals. But first, don't forget to like and subscribe to get updated on more great content. Number 1, pay yourself. You may have bills, rent, and groceries to buy. Maybe you owe the bank some money. When you get paid, whether fortnightly or monthly, you have made commitments to honor the payments you have to pay external parties. Here is another to add to the list: paying yourself. Once you do get paid, try to commit a minimum amount to pay yourself. When you think of it as less as a promise to save and more as a commitment to pay yourself, this may help to shift your mindset or way of thinking about how you can better manage your finances for your benefit. Whether it be 10% that you are putting aside every time or 25% of your salary, be sure the amount you decide on is one that you can consistently maintain contributing to. This will allow you to not only save every month, but to get a better idea of how much you will be able to save on a long-term basis. This will encourage you to plan more for the future and also prepare for unforeseen circumstances such as accidents and personal or family emergencies. Number 2, start a savings account. There are many benefits to having a separate savings account. You will firstly be able to store the funds you have put aside through the banking system, making your finances more secure. If you have a problem with impulse spending, the advantage to having an account set up for savings is that you will not have access to cash, and so this may help to stem the habit of impulse spending, as you will instead possess a debit card. What's more, with deposits in a savings account with most financial institutions, your funds will gain interest over time. This is a further incentive to ensure that you consistently make deposits into your account. Having a savings account gives you an advantage in that if you are also interested in a credit card, you may be more likely to be considered. If you do ever need a significant amount to withdraw quickly, depending on the type of savings account you have with your bank, you may be able to do this immediately. Thus, having a savings account will not only incentivize you to save more, but it will also bring many other benefits you may not have initially expected. Number 3, attack debt. With the different crises that have gripped the world, we are now all more in debt than ever before. However, you must take stock of how much you are really in the red and plan accordingly to attack and eliminate the debt you have once and for all. The reason to deal with your debt urgently is since the longer you owe, such as loans or credit card debt, the higher your interest rate due to pay in addition to your original payment. This is how some people end up thousands of dollars in debt, as they do not take into account how quickly things can snowball and get completely out of hand. Even if it does feel like there is nothing you can do, there are steps that you can take right now to try to deal with your debt once and for all. Eliminating your debt starts with not going further into debt. Now, this may seem obvious, but some people who are aware they are in debt continue to rack up a balance that they are less and less likely to pay quickly enough. Make a promise to yourself that you will not take out any more loans or swipe that credit card until you have paid off all that you owe. If you want to go as far as to cut up your credit card, well, that's up to you. Just do all that you can to ensure you are not digging the hole of debt deeper for yourself. The next step would be to pay as much as you can as fast as you can. Being debt-free requires a consistent effort towards making as many payments as possible as quickly as possible so that you can finally be out of debt. Try to pay more than the minimum required by the financial institution and make a habit out of it. Don't forget about your savings, but it's perhaps at this stage more crucial that you try to get your debt under control before you can aggressively save. Step number 4, cook at home. For the foodies out there, this could be a very difficult task. The point of cooking at home is that you will save possibly hundreds of dollars when compared to having to eat the same food at expensive restaurants or made by special eateries delivered to your home. A few nights out with family or friends can add up, especially if you work for $15 an hour. Have you ever wondered why after going out to eat every weekend, at the end of the month, you seem to have almost no money at all? You are essentially living from check to check, and that means you can cut down on your savings by eating out less or not at all. Try to stick to simple recipes that can carry few ingredients but maximum flavor. As the famous cook Julia Childs once said, learn how to cook, try new recipes, learn from your mistakes, be fearless, and above all, have fun. Step 5, stick to the list. When you are out grocery shopping, a good idea would be to start walking with a list. This is better than just going to the grocery store without any idea of what you want, because this can lead to overspending or purchasing products that are not essential. With your list, you get a plan in the comfort of your home and take a closer look at what you need. Then once you get to the grocery store, the process is much smoother as you already know what you are going to get. Another good idea would be to purchase cheaper substitutions where there is little difference, or even try reusable options. Instead of buying rolls of paper towels every week, get a reusable paper towel that can be washed and cleaned to help the environment as well as your pocket. Try to also plan your shopping around the times you're near a supermarket or grocery store has discounts. This will provide an added benefit to shopping with your list. Try to be consistent in these tips, as they will not truly make a difference unless you stick to them for the long term. Can you make a list and stick to it? Or do you feel you don't need one? Comment below to let us know. Step number 6, DIY at home. Do-it-yourself has become more and more popular over the years, and for good reason. At home, DIY projects can be both fun and productive, will help seal the deal for saving more money in your life. If you need a new coat of paint, are you going to hire someone to do that? A better idea might be to pull up your sleeves, get your bucket of paint, and do it yourself. There are simple maintenance tasks such as mowing and maintaining your lawn or cleaning the gutters, though that tedious will result in significant savings as you bypass outsourcing these menial tasks to other people. DIY can extend to repairs that can be done with some simple research and some tools if needed. This way you don't pay for the additional labor and time of another person, and you can do your DIY repairs in your own time. You get to learn about something that you may not have known about before. Step 7, budget. One of the easiest ways to save money on a salary like $15 a day is to budget. This is a crucial part of being able to keep track of your spending habits to see what can be curbed and where adjustments can be made. The most important thing is to take a realistic consideration of your past spending habits and try to cater for an amount that will be able to cover the things you need to do most. For instance, try to set a limit on the amount you are willing to spend on groceries. In this way, you teach yourself to try to manage with or without certain things just so that you can stay within your budget. Budgeting is about limitations and taking into consideration things that are needed versus things that are wanted. This will all help to make you a more financially independent person also. Step 8, health and self-care. The next crucial step is about taking care of your physical and mental health. As the old saying goes, prevention is better than cure. The point is that taking care of smaller issues is better than trying to make things better after a bigger issue develops. This means you would need to take advantage of screenings and doctor visits. Be more mindful about what you consume daily and how this can directly affect your health. There is much to be said for taking a holistic approach to taking care of your health, since everything you do with your body is related. Try to swap out sweets for fruits and rely on eating more homemade food where you can be sure of the ingredients and how the contents can affect your health. Also, seek professional help if needed, since at the end of the day, any long-term mental issues can potentially affect how you relate to others, such as at the workplace. If you think seeking out a professional may be out of your budget, consider regular meditation as a way to help lower and deal with stress more effectively. Step 9, carpool. Consider alternative and cheaper forms of transport as a way of cutting down on your current expenses. Walk if you can, as this will also help to maintain a healthy heart and strengthen your body. The main benefit would be that you can cut down on travel expenses. Biking to a location would also be cheaper and allows for a more scenic route to experience the environment around you. Get a ride from friends or family or even co-workers if you are all going to the same location. Consider public mass transportation as another way of getting to where you need to quickly without affecting your finances too much. Step 10, cut out entertainment guilty pleasures. Part of properly planning your budget would be trying to determine what is necessary versus what is important. Things that are important to you may not be necessary, nor will they help you to save more money than before. If you are big on entertainment activities, now is the time to consider taking a break from them to allow yourself to make more savings over time. If before you preferred to go out and watch a movie with your friends, now you can do that but in the comfort of your own home. Try to make a difference in your own life financially while ensuring that you do not cut the fun completely out of your life. Borrow books from the library instead of making brand new book purchases often. Stream music for free, legally, instead of buying albums often. It's okay to say no sometimes if someone invites you somewhere that you didn't initially budget for. This way you can curb your spending habits by trying to follow the plans you made in advance instead of impulse spending at an event that you never expected to go to. If you don't want to say no, try to come up with a cheaper alternative that will not be tough on your pocket. Always be sure to have fun, but remember, you can also budget for fun too. The bottom line is that when it comes to saving money when making $15 an hour, it is no easy task to undertake. Take some time to think about what you intend to do in the future and the steps that you will take to get yourself there. If you implement the 10 steps listed here, you will be well on your way to not only saving money, but becoming financially free. Start by taking it one step at a time, and before you know it, you will be saving lots of cash. If you liked this video, click here for more videos like this. What did you think of our list? Comment down below and don't forget to like and subscribe. We'll see you in the next video.